Good morning, students. In the subject of juvenile offenders and law, this is our first lecture in online lecture series. Today we are going to discuss the topic role of police with reference to special juvenile police unit. So let us begin. In a society, police plays various roles. Their role is to preserve peace, to protect life and property, to enforce various laws, and to prevent and control crimes. The main function of police in any society is to maintain law and order. And for this, they are trained and they are specially equipped. But when it comes to juvenile delinquency, the modus operandi of police changes. They have to adopt different methods and they are trained differently for this method. In case of criminal activities by juvenile, the police have to adopt different strategy, keeping in mind the age and maturity level of juveniles. This is the reason why the Juvenile Justice Act of 2015 has made separate provisions for taking care and protecting juveniles. There are provisions for establishing special juvenile police units to tackle cases relating to child delinquency. There are also provisions for designating child welfare police officers. Now, before we go into these special provisions made under Juvenile Justice Care and Protection of Children Act 2015, let us see who's a juvenile and what is juvenile delinquency. The Juvenile Justice Care and Protection of Children Act 2015 defines juvenile as a child below the age of 18 years. There is no definite definition of the term juvenile delinquency. The term delinquent was used for the first time by William Coxon in 1484 as a person guilty of customary offense. But according to penologists, juvenile delinquency means rebellious and hostile behavior of children towards society. Thus, in broad generic sense, we can say that juvenile delinquency refers to variety of antisocial behavior of children. It may range from pickpocketing to murder, and it may include all other antisocial behavior of children. Juvenile delinquency does not have a fixed definition, but there was an attempt to define this term at the Second UN Congress on Prevention of Crime and Treatment of Offenders in 1960. At this conference, there was a unanimous decision that juvenile delinquency should be restricted to all violations of criminal law and maladjusted behaviors of minors which are disapproved by the society. Thus, all the criminal law violations, all the antisocial behaviors were included in juvenile delinquency unanimously at this Congress. The juvenile offenders were termed as juvenile delinquents in the Juvenile Justice Act of 1986. But subsequently, the Juvenile Justice Care and Protection of Children Act 2000 replaced the term juvenile delinquent with child in conflict with law. The child in conflict with law is defined as a child who is alleged or found to have committed an offense and who has not completed 18 years of age on the date of commission of offense. Police play a very important role in dealing with juvenile delinquency. The first law abiding authority that juvenile offenders come in contact with are police authorities. These juveniles are mostly children who are misguided, exploited, ill treated, and some of them are victims themselves. And that is why it is important that police deal with them sensitively. This is the reason why these police authorities who come in contact with the children are required to be specially trained for this purpose. To create responsible police force to tackle cases of juvenile delinquency, the Juvenile Justice Act of 2015 creates special provisions. The Juvenile Justice Care and Protection of Children Act 2015 makes provision for establishment of two important authorities to deal with juvenile delinquency. Firstly, the Child Welfare Police Officer in every police station, and secondly, Special Juvenile Police Unit at district level. Now let us see the first authority, the Child Welfare Police Officer. See who's Child Welfare Police Officer. According to Section 2, subsection 17 of Juvenile Justice, Care and Protection of Children Act 2015, a Child Welfare Police Officer is an officer designated under Section 107, subsection 1 of Juvenile Justice, Care and Protection of Children Act 2015. He is an officer who should be designated in every police station. He should be one who is not below the rank of Assistant Sub-Inspector. He should have aptitude and appropriate training and orientation to deal with cases relating to juvenile delinquency. He is in charge of dealing with cases relating to children who are either victims or perpetrators in coordination with police, voluntary organization and NGOs. The second special authority established under the Juvenile Justice Act of 2015 is Special Juvenile Police Unit. This is a unit of police force of a district or city or any other police unit like Railway Police dealing with children and is designated for handling the cases relating to children. The Special Juvenile Police Unit is also constituted under Section 107 of the Act. The Special Juvenile Police Unit has to be constituted by state government in each district and city. The main function of this unit is to coordinate all the functions of police related to children. This unit has to be headed by a police officer who is not below the rank of Deputy Superintendent of Police or above. The Special Juvenile Police Unit should consist of all the child welfare police officers who have been designated under Section 107 subsection 1 of the Juvenile Justice Act of 2015. In addition to all child welfare police officers, it should consist of two social workers having experience of working in the field of child welfare, and out of these two social workers, one has to be compulsorily women. All the police officers of Special Juvenile Police Unit should be given special training, especially at the induction as child welfare police officers. This is necessary to enable them to perform their functions more effectively. Special Juvenile Police Unit also includes Railway Police who are dealing with children. Thus, we know that Juvenile Justice Care and Protection of Children Act 2015 establishes two important authorities to tackle juvenile delinquency. That is Child Welfare Police Officers at every police station and Juvenile Justice Police Unit at district and city level. Now let us see what are the functions or duties of these authorities. As soon as a child who is alleged to be in conflict with law is apprehended by police, it has to be placed under the charge of either Special Juvenile Police Unit or Child Welfare Officer who is present at every police station. The apprehended child who is under the charge of Special Juvenile Police Unit or Child Welfare Police Officer should be produced before Juvenile Justice Board as soon as possible and within 24 hours of apprehending the child. In this, the time taken for journey from the place of apprehending the child should be excluded. But under no circumstances such a child can be placed in the police lockup or jail. The next function of these authorities is to inform the parent or guardian of this apprehended child, if they can be found, as soon as possible and direct them to be present at the Juvenile Justice Board before which this child will be produced. In addition to this, they also have to inform probation officer, or if he is not available, the child welfare police officer himself has to prepare and submit a social investigation report within 2 weeks to the Juvenile Justice Board. The social investigation report should contain the background of the child, all the information regarding its antecedents, its family background, and all other material circumstances which will assist the board in making inquiry. The Juvenile Justice Board will also inform the probation officer or the child welfare police officer when a child in conflict with law is released on bail. Thus, the child welfare police officer and the special juvenile police unit play a very important role from the time the child alleged to have been child in conflict with law is apprehended till the time it is presented and produced before Juvenile Justice Board. Therefore, these two authorities have to be properly equipped, trained, and oriented to understand the sensitive nature of the juvenile delinquency.